If you're considering moving to the Houston Heights, then this video is for you. Today we're digging into the Houston Heights and what you can expect when living there. My name is Katie Day and our team helps people move into and around the greater Houston area. First, I want to talk about where the Heights actually is.
Many people are going to refer to anything in this northwest quadrant of the 610 loop as the Heights, but there are specific areas and neighborhoods to recognize when you're talking about the greater Heights area. So down south here, closest to I-10 and 45, you have Woodland Heights. Just north of that, you have Norhill and then Brooksmith. North of Brooksmith, you have the Sunset Heights area. You have Shady Acres to the west of that. Lazy Brook in this triangle section here, just west of Shady Acres. South of that is Timber Grove, and then down here by I-10 you have Cottage Grove. When you're talking about the actual Heights area, that's going to be between Shepherd and Studewood, with 10 and 610 on the north and south. So the specific kind of rectangle area here is considered the Heights, with these other neighborhoods on both the west side and the east side of the Heights area.
So the Heights is one of the first planned communities here in Texas and was one of Houston's first streetcar suburbs. When you're in the Heights, the east and west streets are numbered, while north and south streets are named after historic colleges. The Houston Heights Association is one of the most active communities here in Houston. They maintain historic sites, enforce deed restrictions, run the constable program, and plan fun activities like Lights in the Heights in December. In addition to Lights in the Heights, the other notable festival here in the Heights is White Linen Night in August. White Linen Night takes over the 200 and 300 blocks of 19th Street, and the streets are packed with people enjoying art, live music, shopping, food, and drink. For fun things to do, there are a ton of bars and restaurants in the Heights, and each neighborhood and section seems to have its own bars and restaurants opening each week, which I love for walkability. If you'd rather work out, there are a ton of fitness studios, and you can also access the Heights hike and bike trail that runs from the Heights all the way to UH downtown. You're also close to major parks like Memorial Park and Buffalo Bayou trails. There are also a number of smaller parks in the area like Donovan Park, which is a popular destination for families because it has a huge railroad themed playground. As far as architecture, the Heights does have a lot of new construction, but historically you'll find a lot of Victorian architecture and craftsman and bungalow style homes. There are a lot of historic homes in the area that have been very well preserved as well. If you're considering living in the Heights, this is one of the more established communities in Inner Loop Houston, so you know what you're going to get as far as the neighborhood and area goes. Something to be aware of is that there are historic districts in the Heights. So the area is currently 3 different districts in the Heights, and they're named basically west, east, and south. If you're purchasing in a historic district, there may be specific rules that apply to your property and rules for things that you can do to like the exterior of the property, as well as the setbacks from the street and how high you can build your property. Not all properties in the historic area are contributing to the historic district, so you do need to know that when you're purchasing. The Heights has seen a lot of revitalization over the years, and it's most well known for the shops and restaurants around 19th Street. You can find clothing boutiques, gift shops, antiques, handmade jewelry, vintage clothing, art galleries, toy stores, restaurants, and more. This is also again where White Linen Night takes place in August, and it's a great place to hang out, especially during White Linen Night because all the shops are open and the streets are closed for everyone to walk around. There are also a lot of restaurants and bars open off of White Oak, as well as off of Heights and Yale and Studewood. More recently, Heights Mercantile opened off of the Heights Bike Trail near 7th and Yale. There are over 5 buildings, and they offer retail shops, wellness and fitness studios, and dining options. Some of the stores are even in historic bungalows, which I think is pretty cool. The other recent development in the area is MKT Heights, which is a mixed-use development of 5 different industrial buildings. There are fitness studios there as well, restaurants, bars, and shopping, and it's all in a different kind of building throughout the area, and the architecture there is really cool as well. As far as amenities and errands, there are a few grocery stores in the Heights. You've got the Kroger off of 11th Street and another one off of 20th. Then there's a newer H-E-B off of 23rd and Shepherd. You also have Kroger, H-E-B, and Sprouts just south of I-10, as well as a Whole Foods north of I-10 and Yale. So there are many different options for groceries nearby. I absolutely love the Heights, so if you have any questions about living there, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.